and turn this around. Hey everybody! Cassadee here. I'm here at the Colgate Optic White backstage room, and this has been really fun hanging out with them, getting to talk about some fashion tips and what it's like to get ready for the red carpet. It's been a crazy week so far here in Nashville, getting ready for the 49th annual CMAs tomorrow, and it's been fun to share with Colgate Optic White, you know, what I have to do to prepare, and they're a huge part of that. So keep the questions coming. I'm going to answer them all here on Periscope, but if I miss any, I'm actually doing a Twitter chat later on with Colgate Optic White at 7 p.m. Central, so make sure you follow and come back. Thank you. My lipstick is kind of like an orangey red kind of color because I don't want to show you too much. So see, this dress is a little bit of an orangey red color, so we tried to match. Well, my hair and makeup guy over there, Neil Robinson, is the extraordinaire. What are you most proud of that you accomplished so far? That's a good question. Definitely winning The Voice. That was for sure a huge accomplishment, and it changed my life. And you know, here backstage at the CMAs, there's rehearsals happening right out there. Shh, I didn't say that. I'm the reason you watch The Voice. That's awesome. Yay! That's so cool. Hi, Vaughn. I'm so happy that I can read these because I was worried I wouldn't be able to get to all your questions. I love Chicago. Oh my gosh. If I could go to Chicago once a month, I would do that because it's so beautiful. It's one of my favorite places. And I went there, I performed at the Beat Kitchen acoustic, and I sold it out on my own, my first show there solo without my band. So Chicago holds a special place in my heart. I am feeling better. Thank you. For anybody who didn't know, I lost my voice a few days ago, and I was so nervous because I knew I was going to be hanging out with Colgate Optic White today and chatting with everybody, and I was worried I wouldn't have a voice for it. So it's back. So thanks for the get well wishes. You're so sweet. What made me decide to go lighter? My hair is beautiful. Thanks. It actually started getting a little lighter when I was playing those summer festivals. I was outside a lot, and it just got lighter in the sun, and I figured I would just roll with it and get it done permanently. So here it is. Does Colgate work? Yeah. I've been talking about it all morning. It's been really fun to be able to talk about, you know, a product that I really love and that I use all the time. Their Colgate Optic White Express white toothpaste is fantastic, so if you haven't tried it, you should definitely try that. And one of my favorite products from them is the toothbrush with the built-in whitening pen. You just take out the bottom half of the toothbrush and you whiten your teeth with the gel, and you don't have to wash it off or brush it off or anything. It just dissolves in your mouth, and it helps remove surface stains. And I've been actually using it for the past week just in preparation for the CMA Awards tomorrow night, and I've seen a big difference, so you should try it. Favorite song I sang on The Voice? Definitely Stupid Boy by Keith Urban. It was one of those unassuming songs that I wasn't sure if I could really make it more voicey, and it ended up being great, and it went to #1 on iTunes, which was crazy. What's your go-to beauty look? I love kind of like a dewy, kind of bronzy facial situation with like daytime bronze smoky eye and maybe like a nude lip. And I really love, you know, the beachy kind of like flowy, little bit of a messy hairdo, which Neil does really well. I'm going to show you guys Neil. He's over there. Oh, this is the Colgate Optic backstage room. It's beautiful. It's decked out. These are all the Colgate extraordinaires hanging out with me today. And look at all these goodies. All the artists here tomorrow night and do touch-ups like at one of these stations and get some samples to take with them to make sure their smile's nice and bright and white. Do I still talk to Blake? I do. Yeah, he's a huge part of why I'm here. So it would feel weird not keeping him in my life as a friend, and he's just always been a huge support system for me. He's awesome. Who am I excited to see perform at the CMAs? my friends Fall Out Boy are in town, and they're collaborating with Thomas Rhett tomorrow night, so I'm sure that's going to be amazing. So I'm very excited to see that. I miss you so much. It hurts. Your hearts are everything. Thank you. I don't want to hurt you, but I miss you too. How do you transition from day to night? Good question. During the day, I usually just do I kind of fill in my brow a little bit. I put on some mascara and maybe some lip gloss. And for the nighttime, I bump it up and I put some, eyeshadow, especially in the crease of my eye. I like a rounder eye instead of a cat eye on me. So I do that and put some eyeliner and I smudge it a little bit underneath so it's not just like a straight, thick line under my eye. And maybe I'll add a little bit more of a shimmery lip gloss. Of course, I'll brush my teeth before I go out with the Colgate Optic White Express White toothpaste. Where do I get my style inspiration? I get it from a lot of different places. I used to be, I'm a huge fan of Shania Twain, so the whole crop top thing I'm really a huge fan of, and there's just so many amazing trends happening right now. Like my CMA dress tomorrow night is kind of going along with the sheer trend that I love. So it's actually inspired by a dress I saw on Kendall Jenner a few weeks ago that I'm obsessed with. So try to go that route. I love you in the Philippines. You're awesome. Oh, I meant your hugs are everything. Got it. Okay, I was like, my hearts? I don't really understand, but thank you. Who is my favorite headliner I've ever toured with so far? Well, the Tim McGraw tour last year was pretty incredible. Being on tour with somebody like that, a living legend, is such a great experience, a huge learning experience. He's great live. And another person that I loved touring with, and it was only a weekend, was with Dierks Bentley. He is awesome and so kind. His whole band and crew are really sweet, and they just took such great care of us. So it was fun. If I use Colgate Optic White toothpaste, will you marry me? I'll have to think about it. I like to maybe go on a date before marrying somebody, so we'll see. But I still think you should use Colgate Optic White. It's pretty fantastic. Who would your ultimate meet and greet be with? I'm going to have to go with Jim Carrey on that one because I've always been a huge fan, and I feel like it would just be a meet and greet full of laughter and happiness. I just love him so much. What's your least favorite performance on The Voice? When I did Payphone. And here's why. It's a very wordy song, and it was the first year that they did the knockout rounds, and it was about a 3-hour-long process of standing and waiting for your name to be called. So I hadn't eaten, I didn't drink a lot of water, I was just a nervous wreck, and by hour 3 I was the last one called, and by then I was just so tired and out of it, and Payphone just did not sound as good as it did at rehearsals, and I was so scared, but Blake believed in me and he let me through, which was awesome. Oh my God. Do I like The Voice now? I do. I don't really get to watch it a ton because I'm on the road so much, and all the shows that I'm playing are usually when the show is airing. But sometimes a vocalist will pop onto my radar, like somebody that, people think reminds them of me, or they cover one of my songs or something like that. And my mom's really great too. She'll let me know if I should check out somebody on YouTube. She'll keep her ear to the ground for me, which is fun. Once again, I'm here, the Colgate Optic White backstage room where everybody is hanging out tomorrow night and doing the touch-ups, and we get to read our lines on the teleprompter for if we're presenting or something, and we get to pick up these really cool samples like right here. It's so cool. The wisps, those are so good. I used those when I went to London last year after a long flight. Little samples, some cute flowers. I'm doing a fun little partnership with them and Colgate Optic White and the Country Music Association. It's their second year doing that, and it's been really cool. They've been letting me kind of let you in on what it's like to prepare for the red carpet for the CMA Awards and let you know what I do to prepare for them. Thank you. I hope you like my dress tomorrow. I'm glad you're excited. I would love to come back to Buffalo, New York. Lipstick or lip gloss? On stage, I tend to go more lipstick because I like to whip my hair around and it'll get stuck in my mouth, which is never fun, especially when you're playing guitar and you can't take it out of your mouth. But everyday life, I do like the feel of lip gloss. Keeps your lips nice and moisturized. They love my makeup, Neil. Good job. He's like, do not put the camera back on me, please. What shade of lipstick? What did you do? He mixed two.
It's mostly a pencil.
It's mostly a pencil, he's saying.
It's MAC.
It's MAC.
Red pencil, R-E with 2 Ds.
Red pencil with 2 Ds. Just so you know. Love the hair color. Thank you. All of your outfits have been beautiful. Can't wait to see tomorrow's. Thank you. It's been really fun. This is like one of my favorite parts of what I do is the fashion part of it and getting to play around with different styles. And I tend to go kind of like leather and lace if I'm wearing, you know, a pricier dress or even, you know, just a whole ensemble that's a little more feminine. I like to go kind of rock and roll with the hair and makeup, just to kind of keep it different and fresh. So it's been fun this week getting to experiment with that. What's your favorite piece of fan mail you ever gotten? Oh my gosh, I've gotten such great fan mail. I just love when people share their stories with me. There was a fan mail letter that I got about a girl who was in an abusive relationship, and she said that my music helped encourage her to get out of it, and that meant a lot to be able to see that I'm, you know, empowering people to treat themselves a little better and know their worth. So that was really cool. Do you still have the scrapbook I made you? I do. I have it. It's like one of my favorite things I've ever gotten. It's on the bus. So it's in Nashville. It's in storage because I am in transition of moving to a new place in Nashville. So I don't want to lose it in the process. You love my music video for I'm Invincible. Thank you. That's so sweet. Do I keep all my presents my fans give me? I keep a lot of them. I think, you know, when they accumulate over time, it's kind of hard to travel with all of them. So I'll either leave them on the bus and put them in storage in Nashville, or I will bring them home with me and just keep them in my closet or something. But I keep most everything, unless it's perishable. Then I can't keep it. How do I get my teeth that white? Well, funny you should ask. You can get your teeth this white by using Colgate Optic White. Their line is incredible. I'm not just saying that. It's awesome. I've been using it for a while now, and my favorite product is the toothbrush with the built-in whitening pen. Obviously, you brush your teeth before with the Colgate Optic White Express White toothpaste, but after that, you take the little whitening pen out of the bottom of the toothbrush and you turn the knob and the gel comes out, and you just put it on your teeth, both rows, and you let it dissolve. So you're not only getting fresh breath, but you're whitening at the same time, and you don't have to rinse it out after, and it's just so convenient. So I highly recommend that. I would love to come to Belgium. I love your waffles. Have you thought of a name for your new album yet? You know, I've been going back and forth between something reminiscent of an I'm Invincible lyric, but there are a lot of songs that you guys haven't heard that I'm really excited about that might be cool for a title, so it's still being decided. It's very exciting. What do I like to do in my free time? When I do have free time, I usually have a lot of errands to run. So before CMA week happened, I had to run a ton of errands, like to get my hair done, get my nails done, get some undergarments for my dress tomorrow. I made mulled wine for the country radio people yesterday when I went to do interviews, which, you know, it was so fun, and being able to bring them something for once when they just constantly bring candy and little shot bottles for us. It was just a cool change of pace. But yeah, I'm usually like either on the couch watching Netflix or crazy running errands. Thank you. The duet with Chris Young is out. It's called Think of You. It's going to radio in January. If you haven't checked it out, you can pre-order his album, I'm Coming Over, right now, and you get the song Think of You right away. So check it out. What's my favorite nail color? I actually have like a light pink right now, and I feel like it matches everything, and that's usually my fallback for things like the CMA Awards, just because sometimes I don't really know what I'm going to wear till like a few days before, and I don't want anything to clash. So let's get a few more questions in here, and then I have the CMT Next Women of Country luncheon, so I'm excited to do that. I do like Mayday Parade. They're great. What is my favorite place I've ever visited? Well, for vacation, definitely Captiva, Florida. I'm from Florida, but it's like one of the most remote places I've ever been, and it's just holds a lot of special memories, and it's beautiful. And on tour, I love playing New York City. There's always just this really infectious vibe, and the crowd's always very energetic. So, but I actually have to head out. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for keeping up with me and Colgate Optic White. I hope that you got some tips from me today on what it's like to get ready for the red carpet and just in everyday life in general. I can't wait to see you guys on the red carpet tomorrow at the CMA Awards. I will be doing a Twitter chat with Colgate Optic White tonight at 7 p.m. Central. So make sure you follow at Optic White, and I'm at Cassadee Pope on Twitter. And thank you all so much for tuning in. I love you so much. See you later. How do I end this thing? Oh, swipe down.